Welcome to the Stellaris show. How's it going? I'm Volairen, and it's February 12th or February 11th, 2025. February 11th for those of you in America. Actually, it could be February 12th. It is past 12. I am a little late. I apologize. We are going to get started here with our Sauron run. Yeah, this is I made a build based on the what if scenario. What if Sauron had won Lord of the Ring, had took the ring? What if the bad guys won in Lord of the Rings? What would Sauron do after he conquered all of Middle Earth? Well, he would probably take to the stars because I think he would get bored pretty quickly with just sitting there on Mordor or on Middle Earth, which would all be Mordor. So, we set it to post-apocalyptic origin and made a devouring swarm in the likeness of called it the Eye of Sauron. That's what we're playing. So interesting build. I'm definitely gonna, at some point cover it, put it on my channel. So we're gonna go ahead and get started here, and I'll put the projector on full screen and unpause this. So here we go. So we are basically making preparations for a galactic-wide war. We are going to get as large as we can and just sweep the entire map, I think is what we're working on doing here. So, there isn't going to be a lot of war, or there hasn't been a lot of war these past few streams, but we are going to we're going to be doing some war real soon. But yeah, I got a couple hours of footage this morning. It actually worked really well. It went really well. Yeah, so you guys are in for some good entertainment. So, but yeah, so we have a couple problems right now. Our food is in a deficit as usual. Our Unity is actually in a deficit, so we do need to take care of that if we are going to get arc furnaces and Dyson swarms, which we did unlock the last couple streams. So, and we are going to start building those for sure. I'm going to see if we can go for an hour today. I think we'll be able to. We'll see. I'm going to go ahead and listen. I was playing. Oh, let me. Lord of Battle music. This is what I listen to off camera. I'm not gonna put it on my stream. You guys can't hear it, but I'm gonna be able to hear it hopefully. Yeah, so I should be muted. You shouldn't be able to hear it, which is good. But I can hear it, so that's great. You can still hear the game sound from the media source. So, but this will keep me, I think, going. When you get rid of that window. I hope you guys are having a good and happy Wednesday, I believe, or yeah. Hope you guys are having a happy Wednesday. So those of you that are night owls or living here on my side of the world. So yeah, we're just optimizing here, upgrading our planets, managing our leaders, building our fleets, just getting ready for war. It's Lord of the Rings all over again, guys. Mordor is preparing for war. Mordor of the galaxy, that is. We're already terraforming a lot of planets. We have a lot of real estate now. And we're just going to keep making it work for us. I realized a couple things, you know, if I need resources, I can, when I'm this big, I can simply resettle them where I need them to be. And I did some of that these past couple playthroughs, these past couple sessions. So yeah, we need a little bit more unity. So I'm actually going through some of my energy credit worlds, and because we have stupid amounts of energy credit gain, so we don't need nearly as many. We can get away with having less, and so rather just have the unity instead. So I think that's how I fix this problem here. You know, let's go ahead and take a look at my channel analytics. See if we can find out. So it's the 12th. Okay, so yeah, that's an announcement. I'll share with you guys. So I have a video coming out in a few days. I already posted about it. But yeah, if you want to see that video early, just you know, hit the join button. Otherwise, it'll release on the 15th. It's about Machinist, my thoughts on that. So that's I think that's going to be pretty good. My short on forgot what you wanted that habitat for. It seems to be doing all right. And let's look at the analytics. So just want to look at that real quick. Yeah. Battleship is going strong. Ship design guide's going strong as usual. Looks like you guys really like the placing research labs short that I did a long time ago. You know, and you guys like the Megacorp. You giving me good numbers on that. Just you like my build guides. That's cool. Might need to update a few of these videos, but you know, my time management, it's a bitch. It really is. So now, funny enough, you guys are still watching my other ship design guide. I guess maybe you want to see it for the other ships. I did get some comments about that. So we might do something about that in the future, maybe. We'll see. So
blocker cleared. Council
back to the game. Looks like we got another council agenda. Our unity is rising. Looks like our fix kind of helped a little bit. We're hitting our naval cap, so we need to expand our naval capacity for sure. Make some strongholds and stuff. We could probably start upgrading our strongholds at some point and start putting fleet anchorages in. That will help with that problem as well. So I guess I'm kind of looking around for a good place to put an arc furnace. Or a second one, I think. I think the first one's getting made right now. Hopefully I'll be able to upgrade it soon. We can start working on our alloys. Now our alloys are rising, so they are increasing. That's a good thing. So I'm still looking for something. Now, here is a good system, I think. This has a molten world as well. So, yeah, I think I'm going to take a construction ship here and make a arc furnace there. So we'll get that started. I think that's good enough for now. We'll probably make Dyson spheres later or swarms later, but we need to get our alloys up for sure.
Blocker cleared.
Looks like my leaders are dying. That's annoying. It looks like we need an official. We have one spot, so we'll just go ahead and recruit one. Wonder what I'm looking for here. So I think I'm looking for. So this is 150 energy credit production. This might be a good place to put a official on. We'll see. I think that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a place to put my official. I want to pick up the planet with the most that's producing a large amount of resources. That's a good place to put officials. All right, looks like we've got cruisers. It's got 94 months on it, so it's going to take a bit. We've got UV lasers researching. That'll give us some more fleet power when we install those on our ships. I usually don't go for lasers, but it's giving me the lasers first, so I guess I'll just go with it. Can't wait for that arc furnace to get built. All right, so it looks like we're queuing up more ships. So we're doing some archaeology, I guess. I said, screw it, why not? Our Unity is doing better. Still pretty bad, but not nearly as bad as like being in a deficit. That's terrible. Our food's okay. It's in a deficit, but it's not doing too bad. We're not really ahead of our other empires yet, so but hopefully we raise our alloys considerably with these arc furnaces and we'll get ahead of our computer opponents pretty quickly. So there isn't anything better to pick there than the infinite possibilities or whatever. I think that's the worst one, but at least it's better than just doing nothing. I guess we made a new fleet. That's cool. Yeah, I don't really want a lot of destroyers since we're about to get cruisers.
Blocker cleared.
Oh, there's our arc furnace. So we just got to wait for it to be available. We need about 500 more alloys. We'll be good.
Blocker cleared.
Antimatter reactor. Yeah, sure, we'll go for that. Why not? So I think we're going to switch out our weapons here with the UV lasers that we got. Yeah. So we can raise our fleet power, upgrade the ships. Oh, I forgot to save it. There we go. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade these. That's going to raise the fleet power. That's going to get us ahead of our neighbors. We're already way ahead of them. But yeah, arc furnace is starting to upgrade. Soon we will be getting some serious alloys coming in, and then we're just going to use those alloys to make more arc furnaces. And those arc furnaces are going to give us even more alloys. And we're going to do other things on top of that to increase our alloys as well. Things that we may have already done with our forge planets. Well, I think I did already just resettle a bunch of pops to my forge planet because I got tired of waiting for it to increase in population. I have the unity and the energy credits to do so. So but yeah, we need to get that world. We'll get that world, colonize it. At some point here, we're going to make a new bunch of new colonies as well. It's just we have to prioritize our alloys right now. We don't just want to blow them on anything.
Complete.
We want to build fleets as much as we can.
Star system charted.
And we got another arc furnace made that we could upgrade if we wanted to. But we're going to upgrade the first one completely first. Yeah, so we only have 9 out of 26 workers on there. We probably could resettle even more there. Yeah, look at this. Watch this shit. This is something I learned. We're gonna, we kind of don't care about food that much. We have so much of it and we could buy so much more. So we're just gonna like resettle a bunch of pops. We could select other planets to do it. A good one to pick is your capital because capital replenishes pops so fast. It's just ridiculous. Most of the time. While still maintaining your favorites. Now watch my alloys jump up. That's it? Bullshit. 97? Come on. Oh, well, at least it jumped up a little bit. Maybe my fleet's moved. Who knows? But the arc furnace is halfway upgraded. And we're just gonna... We're gonna keep making more alloys to get more alloys to make more alloys to get more alloys. Hell yeah. I love that loop. Things are going to get exciting, guys. Just you wait.
Spaceborne lifeform encountered. Star system charted.
Got 100 alloy gain. Here we go. We're in business. So close, but so far away. Yeah, we'll just recruit more ships. Look at all that. Pumping that shit out.
Sphere of influence expanded.
So it's 2284. Okay, so we turn this into an agriculture world using the fringe planet option because we'll get more districts later because it has a lot of each district. So don't want to just make that an agriculture world. I think we'll just make it a hybrid basically is what those are. And that megastructure is almost done. There we go. Yeah, I'm just throwing more workers on there. Crank this up as far as we can go. Sorry about the beeping. That's my slow cooker. I actually ordered some steaks from this place online in the Philippines. Hopefully they'll deliver me some good ribeye steaks, so we'll see what happens. And I ordered some eggs too. This should be arriving in about like half hour or so. Our arc furnace is almost finished, man. Big day is arriving. We're about to explode, guys. Soon, marching. Marching, flying, whatever. I guess we're doing this archaeology. See, this is why, like, it takes forever. You don't really get much out of it, and in the end, you get pretty much nothing. It's kind of a waste of time. But there's nothing else to do, so I might as well have my scientists do it other than, like, govern planets. But I don't have, like, any tech worlds right now, so I think I should get some, though. Yeah, actually, this is when I go through and undo the population controls that I had on this whole time like a dummy. Oops. Well, I undid them now, so. It doesn't cost anything either to turn it off, so that's good at least. Would have been so stupid if it cost money to turn it off. Like, come on. I think that's everything. So. I think next stream I'll title it Eye of Sauron, the Orcs Sweep the Galaxy. But yeah, this has been going on for a little bit. So we got a lot of minerals. We'll just sell some. But I actually do start making a lot of armies here, like stupid amounts of armies. It looks like my arc furnace is finished. Hopefully my alloys raise. I don't know why they're not rising.
Construction complete.
Kind of dumb. Maybe I had to pause this whole time. Who knows? Nope, it's just stubborn. Maybe I have to upgrade it one more time. We'll see. Yeah, so power's not really lowering, it seems, but it will later, believe me. Okay, looks like we have to upgrade it one more time to start getting the alloy benefits from it. Still getting a lot of minerals, though. Excuse me. I'm gonna check my phone real quick. All right. Looks like my food it's on its way. I scheduled it for 1:30, so launch operation, even though it's not really going to do anything. So it looks like I'll be fighting 3 people, but I think I'm okay. I think I can easily crush them once I start. Once these alloys kick in, they're pretty much kicking in right now. I mean, I got 120 gain. That's miles better than where I was at the beginning of the run for sure. So I think we're gonna make some tweaks to this planet possibly, because our food's a little out of control. So we're gonna have to put the hammer down on that. So I want to pick that, but I don't need minerals so much. So mindfulness probably a good pick. More unity on that planet can't hurt. So part of me wants to pick amenities, but I think mindfulness is what I'm gonna pick. There you go.
Construction complete.
Unity's still doing okay. Alloys continue to get better. My mega structures are upgrading, and yeah, we're in the feed forward loop right now, and we're making more ships. Like soon, we're gonna have cruisers. That's gonna be really nice.
Construction complete.
There we go. So we're gonna make fleet anchorages to help with our naval cap deficit. We don't have a naval logistics office yet. Hopefully, we'll get that soon. We'll just have to wait and see. Buy more ships. Just pump out the ships. We have so much energy credit gain. It's ridiculous. We don't even have Dyson swarms, man. That's how good our planets are doing. I really like that.
Complete.
Definite sustain there. There we go. Upgrade it. I think. I'm gonna hold off on it, I guess. I think I'll just upgrade the current arc furnace to its final form. Hey, 2Block, how's it going, man? Welcome back. You're about to see the magic happen, man. We're upgrading our arc furnaces right now, dude. Gonna make some serious gains soon. It's going well. The orcs are gathering in Mordor. We're about to march south. It's Lord of the Rings all over again in Stellaris. Little do these empires to the south know the true danger that lies to the north. No, I'm consolidating power. It's just I'm getting in that feed forward loop where like you get alloys to build more arc furnaces, to get more alloys to build more arc furnaces until you have like, I mean, we already have 121 gain on alloys, and that's huge, and we're just upgrading like crazy, building tons of ships, and it's just gonna get worse and worse until I'm just gonna basically come down on them like a hammer.
Construction complete.
They haven't declared war on me yet, so I'm clearly either as strong or stronger than them. And now I'm just, once I get cruisers, I'm going to really just pound out the fleets.
Construction complete.
I think I get cruisers this stream. Oh, I don't need to claim at all, dude. I'm playing Devouring Swarm. In a Devouring Swarm, you do not have to play, or you do not have to claim any systems. You just take them. You know, you declare war and you grab them and they're yours. That's mine now. And they're permanently yours. Like you, now they could take them back, and then see, that's why playing, you gotta be careful though. It's a double-edged sword, right? Because if they take your systems, they take it immediately and permanently. And if they take your systems, so like if they take your planets, they'll purge your shit and you'll lose you'll lose all those pops. So it's high risk, high reward, right? No, I don't build starports for defenses, man. I don't do defenses at all. Defenses in this game are busted, man. They're just, they don't work right. They're just not viable right now. So I just use my fleets for everything. I use my fleets for my defense and my offense. But yeah, it's really cool. Like, they're called total war empires. The empires that don't claim, they just take it. Determined Exterminator, Devouring Swarm, Fanatic Purifier, Driven Assimilator. I think there's one other, but I can't remember. But those are the main ones that do that. Yeah, offense is the best defense. Yeah, in this case, in Stellaris anyway, right now it is. I'm hoping that they make defense great again, but you know, I've been hoping that for a few years now, and they haven't done anything. So, which is a real shame. Oh, we got 1 month on cruisers, boys. It's go time, dude. It's go time. We got 160 alloy gain. Our arc furnace just upgraded. We are rolling. Now it's getting exciting, guys. Strap yourselves in. Shit's gonna get fun real soon. It already is fun. So I'm researching Star Fortress. I'm not really gonna upgrade any of mine to Star Fortress yet. We can actually do its final form when we get to 2000, but with 150 alloy game, we'll get to 2000 in no time. And then that'll give us even more alloys. And then we're going to upgrade another arc furnace, which is going to give us even more alloys to upgrade more arc furnaces. You see where this is just, yeah, exponential power boost here. This is the power of Machine Age, ladies and gentlemen. Arc furnaces, man. Best feature of Machine Age, hands down. you want to play with this?
Vessels
Get
upgraded.
Machine Age. Yeah, it's a little expensive, but it was worth it to me. I mean, I'm not trying to shield for Paradox or anything, but yeah, I mean,
Construction complete.
this is Machine Age that I'm playing with, and it's a lot of fun. You know, it's too bad that they hiked the price like they did. I think if they just even if they just kept it at $20, I think more people would have bought it. It's a real shame. Well, you know, I made my peace with that video.
Council
Don't really
HQ
feel like
ready.
talking about it anymore, you know. I'm done with it. This is a good idea, so I'm going to play this and do more tier lists. After this run is done, or maybe take a break from when I take a break from this run, I'll continue my my tier list for the various features of Stellaris. So we were doing traits, so gonna need to do machine traits next, I think, or I believe. And then we'll do those machine robot traits at some point. We're gonna do, yeah, so we're building our carrier right here. Okay. Our carrier cruiser. I always do carrier cruisers, they're the best. They will carry you until the enemy comes out with battleships with X-slot weapons. Once that happens, you have a limited time to switch to battleships, at least with X-slot weapons, or the computer will destroy you. They will straight hard counter you. So yeah, you got to stay on top of your tech, guys, in order to do this. So my shields are stronger than my armor, or tier-wise, but I'm still going to do half and half. Because you never know. I don't want to get hard countered. Like, I don't mind getting soft countered. Can't really help that, but hard countered. That's what I want to avoid with my strategy here. And it's very difficult to hard counter me when I'm doing this strategy. I've only seen I've only been countered a couple times with this. And what usually happened was, it was either I got most of my fleet was not cruisers, it was the other ships. And then they got wiped and they were able to finish off the last few remaining cruisers, which couldn't, you know, there weren't enough of them to fight for themselves. But if it had been all cruisers, I don't think they would have countered me. And then the other time I've been countered is, like I said, when they have X-slot weapons on their battleships and I don't. That's when I get hard countered too, and that's when I lose. But other than that, you know, carrier battleships, man. Carrier battleships with X-slot weapons. It's the way to go right now. Otherwise, at least in PvE, because if you don't, then the computer will spam frigates at you, and they will destroy all your ships.
Vessels upgraded.
But with Strikecraft, they
Council
can't get
agenda
close enough
available.
most of the time, and stay engaged with the Strikecraft to be able to close the distance and hit you with torpedoes. So that's the logic there. And it's worked for me for some time now, for the most part.
Upgraded.
The tough part about my strat, though, is that it doesn't work until I get carriers, because that's the first ship that you can use Strikecraft on, other than defense platforms. And I guess I could maybe do that at first. Possibly. Like, maybe what I could do... You know what? This is a thought. This is a thought here. So Strikecraft... So Strikecraft is the carrier weapon. So the hangar weapon, I can't really, you know, this is pre-recorded, so I can't like go in and show you. But when you're making, so you take a cruiser, they have a section called hangar. You select that hangar, and then the weapon in the H slot, the yellow slot, that's Strikecraft. Now, you have Strikecraft, you have, you know, fighters, and there's different upgrades. It's just like any other weapon.
Upgraded.
Yeah, so, yeah. That's what I use, man, religiously because of this stupid frigate spam meta that they got going on right now. It's so annoying. And I really hope it changes, man. It is busted as hell. Thank God for Strikecraft, dude, because before I found Strikecraft, man, I was really close to just hanging my hat on this game and just not coming back and just putting something else on my channel, to be honest, because it was really frustrating. Yeah, there's simply no other answer for torpedoes. There's no other answer. For the frigate spam. And when I tried frigate spam, it had mixed results. It was just like, okay, this is stupid. This isn't a viable either. It's a computer friendly unit, is what I call it. Well, it isn't just torpedoes like normal torpedoes. It's photon launchers. They're using photon launchers. It's ridiculous. The gameplay is, my voice isn't. So I'm speaking to you real time, but I'm kind of reacting to my footage here. So this allows me to do several things. One, it keeps the gameplay flowing. So if you're here for the gameplay, you're not bored, and you keep preoccupied, and there's constant action, right? If I go onto a tangent, I can go onto a tangent, and you can still look at the gameplay if you don't care about what I'm talking about. The other thing is, too, I tend to rage and get upset at my games while I'm playing them, but looking at them after the fact, I don't get nearly as upset. You know what I'm saying? So that's another way that helps me. Yeah, I mean, and look, I'm welcome feedback about this. If you guys don't like it that I'm pre-recording and you want me to do live again, let me know. I'll consider it if I get enough voices saying that they want that. Possibly I'll even do a poll. In fact, I probably should do a poll anyway and just be like, okay, so my streams have been pre-recorded now. Which kind of stream do you prefer? Do you prefer it pre-recorded? Do you like this? Do you hate it? You know, or do you like me being live? You know, that kind of thing. And also, obviously, the advantage of pre-recording is if something stupid happens, right? Like I lose my run or something embarrassing happens, I can either edit that out or I could just reshoot it, you know? So that's kind of the thing there. So, but yeah, this is pre-recorded and I'm reacting to it. So yeah, we are our alloys are 217, man. I got lost in La La Land there for a second. So we're doing a little small event chain here. We got new tech. We set up cruisers. I think we're pumping them out, possibly. Oh, we just researched a new energy grid. So our energy credits are going to go climb even higher, giving us even more fleets. You know, allowing us to buy even more fleets, regardless of our naval capacity. I'm actually starting to ignore the naval capacity because, like, to an extent, I think you can ignore it to an extent. If you have enough energy credits, if you have a good enough economy, enough alloy generation, you can kind of ignore the naval cap for a little bit. Though, obviously, it's ideal to get it under control as soon as possible. That'll give you more resources. So, but yeah, like alloys, man, alloys are nuts now, you know? So you said torn, you know, I respect that. It's probably, this is going to be a mixed feelings thing. I mean, there's pros and cons to both, right? Real time is more effective, right, than pre-recorded, but pre-recorded is more professional, I think, and also allows me to be a lot more presentable and put on a better show, I think. Though you could argue, like I said, it's really kind of a point of view, you know. But it's harder for me to, you know, manage my emotions in the moment than it is to do it after the fact, you know. I might say and do stupid things in the moment, whereas if I'm looking at after the fact, it's not that bad. So it depends on what difficulty I'm on. And what build I'm playing. So with this build, I probably could have done Commodore and been okay, but this is on Captain. So because I just want a smooth run. Though I still have to stay on my toes. I mean, I've got to work to stay ahead of these computers. So there is that. But just on Commodore, it's real. Like I have to have a real strong build. Like Determined Exterminator is one. I'm really strong with that build. I haven't done it in a while, but I probably should do it again. I mean, I actually tried it on Admiral and I nearly beat it. I did end up losing halfway through the run, but like I was doing all right. I actually think I did destroy a couple empires, but then I got ganged up on in the end. Yeah. So right now, I think I'm looking for a place to put a Dyson swarm. So we'll go ahead and check that out. I think we are close to the end here. Got about 8 minutes left, guys. This is good. Ah, there we go. 6. So you see this deposit of 6 on the sun? Yeah, that's where you want to build a Dyson swarm, dude.
Complete.
That is rare, and that's about as good as you're gonna get it. Very rare. Sorry, my phone's blown up, guys. I'm trying to ignore it. So I try to shoot for at least an hour or an hour and a half. That's generally been my average time, though lately it's been less than that because of life stuff that's been happening. By the way, guys, the money is in my account and we are ready to buy some fucking gear. What do you guys say about that, huh? Yeah? Yeah? Let's buy some gear. I'm going to get a mic. I'm going to get a new computer. Get this stuff done. I sold my car, guys. I sold my car in the States. It's a done deal. I don't ever plan on driving again in the States ever again anyway. If I can't do an Uber, I won't do it. I'll get a ride. I have no desire to drive anymore today. I'm just not one of those guys. I have had my fill of driving, man. I'll tell you that. You know what? I'm like, I'm one of those guys that like, if I was rich, I'd be having a guy drive me around in a limo. I wouldn't even have I wouldn't have that garage. I wouldn't have all those cars. No, I wouldn't have any of that. Where I live, yes. Here in BGC, everything is within walking distance. However, it still is a pain in the ass sometimes, so I still do get a grab to get around, especially when I'm getting groceries or I'm going somewhere a little bit further away than what's comfortable for me. But there's a lot of places around here where in order to get exercise, I'll just walk there, you know? BGC with a B as in boy, not P. But yeah, BGC Beneficio Global City. It's a section of Manila in the Philippines where there is really good infrastructure. It's really nice and clean. It's the high end part of Manila, the rich part of town, so to speak. And that's where I live. It's very nice. I totally endorse this place 100%. You know, it's yeah. I have had no complaints about living here. Just living here, really. I have honestly, I've never felt this safe living somewhere in my whole life. But looks like we're waiting. Okay, we're gonna make another arc furnace. That's gonna be even better. 217 alloys, guys. We are going through the roof here. We're basically hit critical mass, guys. In fact, at some point soon, possibly now, So yeah, we already got a fleet up to 15,000. We're gonna get this next one. We're gonna pump this up and make as many cruisers for this fleet as we can. So we're gonna alloy dump there, and we're just gonna keep dumping. No, but I want to learn. Well, okay. So around here, it's customary when you greet another Filipino to say, "Hey, Po." You know, you say the word "Po" along with your greeting. It's kind of a sign of respect, and it's part of the language. And then there's "Salamat," which is thank you. I do say that quite a bit. So I say, "Hey, Po," and "Salamat." Sometimes I just speak American. I don't use the language, but I've been trying to use it more and more. Um, more and more accepting of being here long term, especially after I iron things out with my landlord here. We had a little bit of a thing going on. So hey guys, I think that's about it for this video or for the footage. We got about 3 minutes left. So that was my alarm in the game or on my computer that you heard. But yeah, I speak I know very little. Yeah, I need to get a language program or something. I'm still looking into what I need to find. So actually there's a couple other things I'd like to do with this windfall I've had, with now I've sold my car. Um I'm definitely gonna go see a dentist. I want to get my teeth cleaned. I'm I'm overdue. It's kind of embarrassing to talk about, but yeah, I brushed my teeth, but like, how did I end up in the Philippines? Well, I was in Las Vegas and it became untenable, and that's all I'm going to say about that. It became very difficult to live there, and I was going to try to find a cheaper place, but I was like, why find a cheaper place when I can, do this? I started watching Philippines videos about the Philippines. First, it was Japan, and I was like, well, I think Japan's just not a possibility for me. But I started watching Philippines videos, and it's like, well, man. And I noticed that they had a VA down here. I was like, well, that's a go for me as a veteran. That's nice to know. And I thought that they were going to take care of me. Uh, there's been developments on that, but I'm not going to get into that right now. But and you guys saw my apology video, so not going to talk about that too much. But you know, yeah, so anyway, yeah, VAs are different everywhere, all over the globe, or all over the United States, and I guess Philippines. Philippines is the only VA that is outside of the U.S. Um, you know, so, but yeah. Anyway, so that was one of the draws. Um, you know, and then obviously some of the other stereotypical things that they talk about that I'm not going to mention really or talk about on this channel really. Um, but the main draw for me was cost of living. Okay. Y'all heard about the price of eggs. If you knew how much eggs cost here, you guys would be upset. I'm telling you right now. My friend told me that the price of his eggs just went up to like $7 a carton. And I heard that. I'm like, oh man, should I tell him? Should I tell him?
Construction.
I was in the army. I was in the army. So let's see. Okay, looks like I'm still playing. Yeah, we got about 20 seconds left. So I am gonna have to go, guys. I do want to. I want to finish up these questions though. So I was in the army, but what brought me to the Philippines? Yeah, I realized something, man. That where I lived, where I grew up, where I was born, it's no longer the place that I grew up and lived in and was born in. And it's just it wasn't at the time. It wasn't what I remember, and something that I just, yeah, so I kind of surrendered and just realized, you know what? Um, it's now or never. This is something I can do right now. My lease is up. I'm going to try it. And it makes no sense for me to get another apartment here in the US when I can go do this. So I was living with my mother at the time. We drove to Indiana and then to stay with family. And then from there, my mom stayed and she's still there now. And I flew to the Philippines and I haven't looked back since. And, cost of living here is great. It's one of the reasons I moved here. Safety, security. Yeah, you can call me scared. You can call me afraid. I don't give a fuck. Do your worst. Call me a scared Nancy or whatever. Somebody called me that the other day. I'm not going to name who. Yeah, you know what? We all got fears and anxieties, man. And you know what? Someone may want to go out there and live in that with constant danger. I'm done with that. Okay, I was in Iraq. All right. Talk about walking through fear. So I could care less what people think of me when it comes to that. You know, I've paid my dues. I've proven my worth to myself and others. Um, I I could care less when somebody makes that judgment or statement about me. You know, I love security. I love having a cop on every corner. I love it all. I love the city. I don't care. Like, this is the Philippines. Don't let anybody else tell you different. This is the Philippines. It's a part of it. Now, there is the real Philippines out there. This is a bubble. It's a bubble of safety, of infrastructure, of peace. Okay. But I think for me, that's badly needed, or that was badly needed. And I did step out of there recently. A few weeks ago, as you saw my short, I went to Baguio. And that is, that's out there. It's not the worst place in the Philippines, but it's definitely not BGC, not Manila, that's for sure. So, but yeah, I think people that are like, oh, you need to get into the culture. I think they just don't like the city, man. I'm gonna take a risk and say that. I think a lot of them, they just don't like the city. I love the city. This is like a dream for me, guys. Being here. I don't, and I will travel from time to time, but make no mistake, I, you know, I love it here. I have no problem. I could stay here forever. Part of me would love to stay here forever. Though I am going to go to Thailand at some point. I'm going to see if I can go there. And I am going to see if I do well enough, especially with this channel, and I get those opportunities, I will travel around Asia. Japan, Japan, parts of the Philippines, Thailand, um I won't visit Vietnam yet for reasons I won't get into. Or China, of course. I won't visit there either for reasons I won't get into. But Malaysia is another possibility. I've heard there's really good investment opportunities there. Yeah. And so that's kind of, but yeah, I came here for safety. I came here for cost of living. I came here for ease and comfort, man. After all that, man, I almost died 4 years ago, guys. In a city where there was a bullet hole above my door, guys. And this was before stuff got really bad. And I'm not getting political here. This is what happened. I'm just sharing my experience. When I left Las Vegas, I would go outside and every street lamp in my neighborhood was busted. On the ground, broken, just vandalism everywhere. And my car had gotten broken into a couple months prior. And in my parking lot. and we didn't really have anything in it. So I made sure that the car was spotless, and thankfully they didn't break into it again. But I tell you, if it had been busted again, I would have just left. I would have left immediately. I would have fled. I would have left my shit in the apartment. I would have just been like, middle finger, bye bye. You know, not dealing with that. You know, um, yeah, it was. I was at the end of my rope, guys. There, that was a very tough situation for me. Some of you guys were there. Some of you guys saw it. I'm sure some of you guys picked up on it. I was not a happy camper. I was not. But I do need to go, guys. Maybe we could save that story for another time. I don't wish to offend anybody here with what I said. You know, and I'm really not trying to take shots at anyone who doesn't like the city, you know, who feels differently about this than I do. I get it, dude. We all have different opinions, right? But at the very least, if you could respect my opinion, you know, my perspective here on this, you know, and keep your insults to yourself. That's kind of, you know, and keep the disrespect to yourself. Like I've said on this channel, you know, let's be civil. Let's abide by terms of service, of course, but like, you know, if you know. But anyway, take care and I'll see you guys next time. 2Block, thanks for coming out, man. And thanks for all you lurkers that lurked. I appreciate it. And have a good one.